Oh, that one snapped. Definitely don't want to be in front of that one. Hey guys, welcome back. Today we got something a little interesting. I bought myself a Harbor Freight electric log splitter. I think it's made by, what is it, Central Machinery, little 5-ton. And I'm here by my woodshed. I've actually got to split some of those bigger pieces down a little bit. They're just too big. And we're getting ready to go camping here in a few weeks. Figured I would load it up and put some in the back of the truck, get it ready. So we're gonna give this thing a try, but I do not have electric out here yet. I actually don't need electric much out this part of my yard. So we're gonna try the Harbor Freight Predator generator that I just purchased. You can take a look at that video up here in the corner. That's when I purchased it and gave it a test run on the house. But today we're out here by the shed and we're gonna try to power it. So let's get started. Before we get into it, just wanted to show you a few things in case you had questions about this log splitter. Basically, it is just electric. You just plug it in and it has a safety feature on it where you have to hold down this button here at the same time, hold this handle down to move the actual ram back that direction. And it's a little annoying because you need both hands on here. You can't hold on to the log at the same time. So I modified the setup just a little bit. I don't recommend this unless you know what you're doing. Because you are bypassing a little bit of the safety features here. But what I have is a foot pedal that I had purchased, and that plugs in to the log splitter itself. That allows me to turn the power on and off with just my foot. And I'm going to put a clamp right here to get that power button or safety button, whatever you want to call it, on at all times. So what that's going to do is allow me to just use this hand for this lever. My foot will be down here so I can turn the power for the motor on and off when I want to. And that gives me a free hand basically to grab the log if I need to when it falls off, position it, whatever it might be. Over here's the Predator generator. We got this thing hooked up. I actually have it on the 30 amp outlet just with an adapter, heavy gauge extension there. These smaller plugs would actually power as well. They do recommend this log splitter 20 amp. I think Harbor Freight may only say 15 amp in their book, but I think it does work a little bit better on the 20 amp circuit. So in this case, we got plenty of power going to it. So we will find out how this generator does with this log splitter. So let's start this generator up, get it warmed up, and we'll get going. Set that to run. We'll let that warm up a few minutes and we'll run some logs through it. So I said logs, but really these are just kind of ones that I have split in half here. Not something super big. This thing should easily be able to handle it. So we're gonna run these through there, see how it does. We'll see how the generator does, see how it handles the load. Probably heard the generator kick up there a bit when it first started, but that was not bad. Like I said, these are already split and dried for a little bit, so they're pretty easy to cut. So yeah, it splits those pretty easy. Generator does kick up on that initial turn when the motor kicks on, but seems to handle it just fine. So you guys might ask, well, what's the point? Why don't you just get a gas-powered log splitter? I just don't split that much wood. We have some campfires around the house and we do some camping, but for the most part, I tend to find wood like at the Amish sawmills. They're already cut for you. They come in some bigger chunks like this. I just have to split them down just a little bit smaller, but good burning wood, and really little to no maintenance on this electric unit here. Oh, that one snapped. Definitely don't want to be in front of that one. Overall, very impressed with the log splitter. At least for the stuff that I'm cutting. You may cut a lot bigger stuff. I bet you it can handle some larger stuff though. Well, that one had a knot. As long as this splitter holds up for me, it's stored inside. Should not give me any trouble, hopefully. I had no problems with the splitter, except one log. Let me show you. This piece here, which I really didn't need to split, I was just trying to split it anyways, has a great big knot in it. You guys can see that. You can see where the wedge went in. It's almost right in the middle of that knot there. It just would not split that one. Like I said, I didn't really need to split it, but it still meets my expectations though. It may not split every one of them, but for me, out of all the logs that I had here, let me show you. Here's the pile on the left here. So this pile, this stack right here, I split all that in about 25 minutes. Oh, and I split this load too, of course. You know, it wasn't full pieces. A lot of them I just split in half, but out of all those, I had one that I couldn't split. So really very, very happy. I got some bigger ones back here. I need to split those in half a little bit, but this gives me a good pile to grab for the next time. And again, very, very happy with this this wood splitter. The generator did great. I had no issues with it. So that wraps this video up, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and take this load here. This load here is good for a weekend of camping for us, and we'll be all set. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a like and consider subscribing. Until the next one, take care.